You're doing it openly. Good. Let us.
All right, so Carmelo Anthony, the young man who defended himself and ended up stabbing this white boy who was attacking him, just got sentenced to 35 years to life. I think it's important to look at the contrast of things and the timing of things, because I believe it's divine timing, because we have this case, not divine timing as far as him getting 35 years. That's not, God didn't do that. The white devil did that. But the contrast of this case juxtaposed to the case of the Asian store owner that chased, hunted, ran down, and murdered a black child. So in one case, making the two comparisons, in one case, it was a black boy who was not the aggressor. He was the receiver of aggression. He did not want to get into an altercation, but he found himself in one, and he protected himself with the weapon that he had access to, right? This kid was bigger than him. Apparently, Carmelo also suffered from epilepsy. So he could have had like an epileptic seizure and died, right? Then you contrast that to the other case where a store owner who's a grown adult male chased a boy who was not the aggressor, chased him for, what was it, 90 feet or something like that? Chased him, caught up with him, and then shot him in the back in cold blood, right? So none of these things this is not a new scenario. This is very boilerplate stuff for American society. But it's important in these moments to see the aggregate of society's reaction. I am interested to see what the reaction is from black people. I'm not really so interested to see what the reaction is from white people, because we're on white folk every time. But now that we have a lot of new blacks that seem that they think that they're post-racial, or there's a shift going on. So now that we have this situation, I'm interested to see what people's overwhelming response is. But look at the two scenarios again. One black boy was attacked and defended himself, and the attacker ended up dead. The other was a black boy who was chased down and murdered. The black boy who was chased down